couple of weeks, a month after you left and supposedly took care of the worm. We were camping outside of her cave, and who should appear? She killed my friends.
Dear gods of Oliver, if you ever cared about anything, can you come say hello so we can ask you a question?
Stepping out of a shadow, skeletal creature with spikes all over it.
Oh god, who solved the lament configuration?
What can I do for you?
Well, we have to travel to the Fey Tree first.
We'll go to the Fey Tree, and then once we teleportation circle to
Here?
I don't know the name of that town.
Steebury.
Steebury. Oh, that's a good name for a town.
Well, if you're going to transport via plants, we don't even have to bother using teleportation circle.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I could just get us right there.
Because then I can use teleportation circle to get us back somewhere else afterwards.
Oh,
Yeah,
fast travel. All right, you all take off and you head towards the Fey Tree.
Yep.
Getting about to the edge of the forest by the end of the day.
We gotta hurry, guys. Whole minutes are going by.
By the way, if anyone was wondering why I rolled a wisdom save, that was me determining if Ridire was about to go toe-to-toe with a god.
To fight a god or become its champion?
Oh, as soon as it was like, no, you can't go... If she would have said, you can go back in time if you become my champion, Ridire would have agreed in an instant. As soon as it was like, no, then it was like, okay, cool, maybe I can become a god by killing a god. That was what was going through Ridire's head.
Huh. I never would have thought Ridire would think that.
All right.
Ridire's complicated.
I'll say.
So, first, the night comes. Everybody's tired. You can push on and take a level of exhaustion, or you can rest.
I'm gonna rest.
Yeah, there's no point in trying to take on this worm exhausted.
Okay. Then I need everybody to roll me a survival check followed by a perception check.
4 for survival and 16 for perception.
Talamh is 8 for survival and 28 for perception.
Yep.
And Ridire 7 and 3.
Advantage on perception checks.
7 and 20. Okay. So your survival check, you are all very distracted. You all get a very rough plot of land to sleep on, but nobody has a good night. I'm gonna say the next survival check that you roll will be with disadvantage. Across the board.
Bad time.
But we get the benefits of a long rest still.
You get the benefits of the long rest. The night goes off without a hitch. You all rolled plenty high for any possible danger.
I got my 2 hit points back.
Me too.
Mostly you got your spell slots back that you had expended. So, horrible night. Everybody's feeling rough. But morning does come, and you're able to head deeper into the forest.
Oh,
Talamh cooks what would be, for most people, a very good meal. Heart is not in it. It is just, it's...
She's more concerned about just food. There's not like
Yeah.
extra seasonings and stuff.
here, eat. We gotta go.
This is like, you're used to a full English breakfast in the morning, and this is scrambled eggs and toast. Dry.
Don't harp on scrambled eggs and toast.
I love scrambled eggs and toast.
toast.
But compared to what you've been dealing with, you know,
Compared to the breakfast version of initiative rolls.
yeah. Alright. I need somebody to roll me a d20.
I'll just keep doing it since I have been. 8.
8. An 8 is fine. You are
Is it-
able to make your way to the tree. It takes you
Take us
most
the
of the
full
day
day?
travel. Yep.
Okay. Do we want to rest one night before we go through?
That'd probably be smart.
Sure. We didn't use anything.
No, but this way we don't risk getting fatigue
Mhm.
with any time that goes by in the material plane.
Sure.
So, according to your body clock, you would end up with a level of exhaustion if you don't rest.
Okay, yeah, we'll rest.
Even though you're coming out 4 minutes after you went in, so it's going to be like 11 o'clock.
Yeah, we'll rest.
Okay. So, everybody roll a survival check with disadvantage.
Ooh.
7.
16. And a 5. Okay, roll me perception checks.
11.
25.
17.
Again, Talamh is able to find a better outcrop this time, and you all post up right next to the Fey Tree, so you're pretty confident that this is a fairly safe place to be. If anybody has any gripes or strong emotions about anything, now would be a time where your character is influenced to strongly feel that way. We'll let you all
Meaning?
decide. So, I'll just lay it out here. So, the Bear King, his realm, emotions run high due to his mystical temperament. And so, if there's anything where you're like, I'm frustrated at that person for gnawing their teeth in their sleep, or they snore loudly and I can't get a good night's sleep when they start snoring, or vice versa of, this person is the best and I just love everything they do. It all gets amplified.
You guys are the greatest people I've ever traveled with. You're the only people I've ever traveled with. But still, and that means you're the worst people I've ever traveled with.
Ridire is sitting stock still, staring into the Fey portal.
And Oliver is sitting the opposite direction, looking into the forest very quietly.
Aren't you gonna see anything? No? Okay. I guess you're the older one today.
Yeah, Talamh is going through, like, all the levels of, puberty and all the emotions that came through with that, suddenly.
And
Everything
we're
that
going through
she
angst.
skipped.
Although, I gotta tell you, sometimes I wish, although it wouldn't have been good for the two of ye, that my plan to drink that potion would have worked. Because I feel bad about the Dalls not having their child anymore. And if it did, they would have had her back. But he'd have been running around with a wee baby. Which would have been really funny, seeing Oliver having to hold a baby.
Good thing my wisdom saves are so good.
Why? What would you have done?
This was to see if you talking about that would snap me out of the rage that I was in.
Are you still in a rage?
No, I snapped out.
Oh.
So, Ridire, you're saying that, and he's going to walk over and sit down next to Talamh and put his arm around her.
By the way, you seem to be very intent on nothing coming through the Fey tree to hurt us. So here's what I'm going to do. I stamp my foot on the ground, and I just kind of pop a hole in the ground right in front of the Fey portal. That way, if anyone tries to come through and hurt us, they'll yelp out from the fall.
That's not what I was concerned about, but thank you.
I am sneaking away.
Are you?
Yep.
I don't think you can beat a 25
No.
passive, so...
But it was 18, so... That...
And just where do you think you're going, mister?
Out.
Out?
I'm just keep walking.
Ridire casts Calm Emotions on all of us. You can choose to fail, and it'll stabilize your emotions.
What's the,
Otherwise, it's a charisma saving. Let me look it
I'm
up again.
pretty sure it's the charisma saving. Oh? Now I say that.
You said it was a charisma save earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, charisma, DC 18.
I'm walking away.
You can choose to fail.
I don't want... Oliver doesn't want to. He's gonna wallow in his own pity.
Ridire is going to attempt to physically stop him.
Okay.
Grapple, athletics check.
And it's against acrobatics or athletics on my end, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's not happening.
All right, you're currently being held by Ridire.
Oliver, it's very difficult right now for all of us. We're going to sleep, and then we're going to go take care of this. It's no one's fault. All of us made the mistake together, and we're all going to fix it together.
Hope Kathmia's okay.
Oh, for the worm's sake, I hope so as well.
And, right. I mean, the worm's gonna get what's coming to her. It's just like how much she suffers before it happens. If anything happened to Kathmia...
Is Oliver looking at Ridire?
No.
Okay.
I'm within 5, so it's a 9.
What are all these wisdom saves for?
We're just
that
using
was
them we're using them as a metric to see if
yeah.
the
I
decisions we
couldn't.
make.
I didn't know if it was a mental gauge for me. Misty step.
Okay.
Counter spell, and it's less than level 3, so it fails automatically. I cast Autoluke's Resilient Sphere on Oliver.
Good thing we're
Make a
about to rest.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
11, but if I have your plus 5, 6, it doesn't matter.
You're in a bubble for a minute. You're in the timeout bubble.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna roll. I'm not gonna give a long speech, but I'm gonna roll a persuasion check for Ridire, telling Oliver that he needs to be rested before he does anything stupid. But then Ridire will fully let him do anything stupid he wants to after he rests. 13.
Okay. He'll sit down and just stay there.
All right, and then when the minute ends, the bubble disappears.
No, just remain sitting.
Are you guys just rolling straight wisdom or saves?
We were doing saves.
And now my emotions are starting to... Thinking about Kathmia.
You could have chosen to fail the calm emotions if you wanted to, which would have stabilized you when I cast it earlier.
Some people don't want help. That worm, whatever she is, she's gonna wish on whatever gods that she decides to pray to that she didn't hurt Kathnia.
And those gods are going to tell her, Oliver's our boy. Don't talk to us.
As you're giving the speech, and as you had cast, as you're giving the speech and your calming nature, Ridire,
Yeah.
it goes into overdrive. Your calming aura that you give off, and everybody falls asleep.
Oh, that's a good result. that is a positive result.
You, I forgot that I had put that in there, that, emotions become wild, and then under that, Ridire's calming nature ability goes into overdrive, and can put people to sleep accidentally.
Oh, you actually had made that as a note? That's amazing.
Dude, I put that in, like, a year ago.
Nice.
When you
I
first
love
went
that.
into the Bear King's world.
I love that. That's fantastic.
Oh, everything that's happening now, by the way, this entire session tonight, are threads that I have set up from day one.
Sweet.
They're just things that I've tweaked because deck of many things, or your decisions of who to talk to. But, yeah. This has been plot points that have been there from the beginning.
I could just see, like, Ridire as a babysitter now, and he's, like, trying to get them to go to sleep, and he's just like, go to sleep, and, like, he calms them all down.
So, the night goes by. Thankfully, you're all okay. In the morning...
Get back my 3 spell slots I used trying to stop Oliver.
In the morning, as you're setting up camp, and emotions have calmed down, things are a little bit better, you see a individual appear in the Fey tree and just fall forward and land in the hole.
Oh, sorry about that.
Who the hell put a hole here?
Well, I didn't want anyone attacking us through the tree, so I put the hole there. I, like, fill the hole in, and it, like, brings them up like an elevator.
And before you is a guy in black and blood red robes, wild-eyed, looking at you. Who do you think you are?
Who do you think you are?
Are these cultist robes?
Oh yeah.
Well, I can't see what they are.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like...
Upon seeing the robes, Ridire is going to cast Hold Person on him.
Man, he's frozen.
Oh, back in the hole you go.
Who are you? Why did you come through the Fey tree?
Who are you?
I'm the one
what you
asking
asked.
the questions, and I'm gonna intimidate.
$21? I'm Frederick. What's going on? Who are you? What?
What
I'm
did I
gonna
just
just-
say about who's asking the questions?
I'm just gonna hold up my hand and kind of like not activate the rings or change the ring, but I'm just gonna kind of like fiddle with the ring a little bit.
While this is going on,
What a weirdo. He looks at the rings. Oh, well, I mean, if you're a follower of the saints, then, you know.
No, not quite.
oh, we've been following them all right.
I'm confused.
Well, if
You
we're
should
not
be.
followers and we have these rings that only your members have, then where do you think we got them?
Think real hard now.
The scythe is gonna.
uh, are you werewolves? Are you lichens?
My face goes sheet white.
That. What are you?
You're not very smart.
That's mean.
Tell us everything you know about the Saints' movements in the area.
I don't think he knows anything.
In the area? What? There are no saints in the area.
Then what are you doing out here?
Hey,
I was told to go into a Fey tree and make my way southeast. What?
by who?
Who told you such?
He told me not to say.
Did you happen to come from some kind of keep?
And I'm telling you to say.
No, the keep? What? Listen, my friend Gregory found a scroll that was like, hey, if you want power and you want prestige, these guys have this really cool idea. Apparently they're taking over a bunch of places. I thought it would be fun to... I don't know what's happening.
Well, it wouldn't be.
Okay, I'm gonna... I slap him in the face. Not hard, but just enough to make a point. I'm like,
Hold on. I'm going down into the portable hole, and I throw out Ridire's chair so he can sit backwards on it.
yes. And so I slap him in the face, and then I spin the chair backwards, and I sit down in front of him, and I say, so you read a scroll about a group that is attempting to take things over, and you thought, oh yes, I'm going to try and overthrow the government. That sounds like fun.
The government is bad?
I'm going to slap him again.
Oh.
If you have complaints about the government, you go through the proper channels. You don't just join a cult.
They're a cult?
Yes,
Very much so.
super much so. So much so very that my grammar be all whack.
They talked about like forming an army of like-minded people, and
Do you know what?
And they talk about forming an army of suicide bombers and werewolves to murder and slaughter their way across the land. That's what they're doing.
Do you know what people do in armies? They die. Are you willing? Is that what you want?
no. What? No.
Then I suggest ye turn around, take your happy arse back through that tree, and go back to wherever you came from.
Tell all your friends, this Gregory and whoever else that might be involved in this, that it is a bad idea.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll dispel old person.
He bolts for the portal.
Oh, he's gonna have to climb out because I put him back in the hole.
All right, he starts to climb out, trying to get to the portal. He's just crying at this point.
I'm just gonna, we'll just finish taking down camp and then we'll go through the portal.
Okay, about halfway through taking down camp, he runs through the portal.
So the funny thing is, right? He's gonna get back through the portal, or we're gonna step through the portal, and he'll be barely like 2 steps away.
We're gonna step out of the portal before he walks through it, and then it's gonna be all of this crazy time travel nonsense.
Oh, jeez.
I was really hoping to get a 20. Because a year would pass.
For him?
Oh, for
Yeah.
him? Oh, wow.
Like, he wouldn't step out of the portal until a year later?
Yeah.
Whoa, how much time has gone by for him?
Normal amount.
Oh, okay. So we're still gonna get out of the portal before him. Because it'd be 1-to-1.
Yeah.
Well, the implication is that he would have essentially stepped through the portal, like right before we did in the material plane for the timing to line up.
Oh my gosh!
properly.
Yeah, we're gonna be getting out of the portal as he's walking into it, and then he's gonna see us on the other side.
Gets startled
his
and
confusion.
falls in the hole.
Yeah.
And this is why I didn't allow time travel, by the way, because my
You didn't
brain
wanna
can
keep
barely
track of it.
handle the Fey portals.
I wanted to go back
Zero's
in
got the time
time,
travel covered in Black Hole.
properly take care of the worm, and then we would have been back in time, and we would have just gone and taken care of the Saints before anything started. Because then they wouldn't know who we are if it happened before we fought the witch, and we just show up in Haddonfeld, and they're like, "What the heck's going on?" And we just murder everybody.
We show up like Lancelot in Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yeah,
Ah!
yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, you walk through the Fey tree, and you are back on the material plane.
Cool.
You're now up here.
Transporting via plants.
Yep, right into our origins.
Let me read the spell and make sure that it actually works the way I think it does.
I thought it was just any similar tree, right? That's how we've
Well-
been using it.
You have to be familiar with the tree.
Okay, you must have seen or touched the destination plant at least once before. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'm familiar with the trees that are in.
Because you don't have sight, but you could assume that your sense through the earth would be
Yeah.
would count the same
I can tell
as
the
the
difference
I mean,
sight.
between a maple and an oak.
It counts stronger because of the innate ability to see and feel the
So
roots.
for my character, a lot of times I'm taking C as have line of sight of.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Yeah, that works for me.
So we appear like right in the middle of town or right outside of the town, I guess, right?
Talamh, you get to tell me.
Let's do right outside the town. I don't want to pop up in the middle of it.
When you last saw the town, seeing in the experienced its existence in all of your senses, the town was a bright, happy place. There were lots of buildings. There was a communal table that had been laid out for the festival. There was a tree that Oliver had sat in and just observed everything. That tree is now decayed. The grass and all of the land surrounding the town is dead. The buildings look covered in, not covered in vines or anything, but it's been 9 months of just neglect. So
Can we see any living beings?
There's a couple of people walking around. You see the Wizard Guild that you had met, the Dragonborn. There's no torchlight coming from that. You see Kathnia's shop. That has some smoke coming out of it.
Foolish
Out of the
beggar.
chimney.
Yeah, we're gonna go there. We're
Mm.
gonna check on Kathnia.
Okay. Stealth, going through.
I am walking straight in.
Okay.
Is hyper focused right now.
All right. You go through and get to the door, and it opens. And you see the foolish beggar, interior, and there is a mid-30s, 5-foot-tall woman who is gaunt and moving very slowly as she cooks up a bit of food for a couple of patrons who are just kind of lazily going through the motions of eating. And she looks up as the door opens, just drops what she's carrying, and is staring at you.
It is Kathnia, right?
It is Kathnia.
Okay, I'm gonna like move over towards her, and Kathnia, I'm happy to see you're still. What's happened? Please, we heard that things had gone bad, and we had no idea.
Is that you?
I'll take my helmet off.
We've been through a lot.
Dall. No, this must be a trick. She was a child.
She was a child, but yeah, that's me.
If it's you, what did we make together?
Oh, you mean these? And I pull out the initiative roll.
She just starts, like, shaking, and she grabs it and pulls the three of you in to a hug. And just... You've come back.
Well, we heard what happened. Of course we came back. You're smaller than I remember.
We've come back to fix what was done improperly the first time.
Okay, we can't talk. We can't talk out in the open. We have to go upstairs.
Lead the way.
I'll follow.
And she takes up and goes up to the stairs and up to the waiting room that you had been in the first day of the journey. When you all settled in for the festival of Lathander.
We've gone full circle. We did the pacifist route, and everything went to shit. So now we're starting over. Murder Hobo Edition.
Kill Kathnia!
No!
No, but we kill everyone for Kathnia.
Aye.
And she, she locks the door behind you and says, I don't know what happened. You brought Alina home, and then everything started going bad in town. The Roland, her husband, he died not long after. Some kind of disease.
Did he turn into a spore creature?
I don't know. His body was desiccated.
We have reason to believe that the hag switched places with her, disguised as her.
That would explain the group of women that have taken up residence in town.
Oh, where are they?
They're in Alina's house, in Roland's house.
Is there anyone else there with them?
I mean, we don't know. Nobody's seen Theo or Rose in weeks. Rose sometimes would come out and get supplies, but we haven't seen her recently. Thoradin and Altha attacked Peleus. They killed him, and they ran off. Sora just stays in the wizard's hall and just hides there. She's threatening to cast Fireball on anybody that tries to break in.
Right. We need you to find everyone you can, or communicate to them any way you can, and get them here, bring them somewhere safe.
I mean, nobody trusts anybody anymore.
Well, if everyone's staying locked up with themselves, then you keep yourself safe. We're going to fix this.
Nobody really comes out anymore. That some people come to eat. I do what I can to feed people, but
Keep yourself safe. Keep anyone that's here safe. Don't leave unless like you don't feel safe in the building anymore. But like, try not to leave.
Okay.
And Ridire is going to march out.
Okay. Talamh?
I'm going to give Kathleen another hug and say, we're gonna make this better. And I follow Ridire.
Okay. So you remember that Roland's house was on the outskirts of town, next to a field. He, had been taken by the Aridni at one point. You all march towards his house. And
I'm going to specify that Ridire leaves his helmet sitting on the counter in the tavern.
Okay.
Really?
Talamh wouldn't see it. Oliver might.
There's less metal on you.
No. That Kathnia might see it. Ridire's eyes are glowing red.
Oh, you, oh?
Oliver, roll a perception check. I'd
16.
Yeah, I'd say that you definitely notice it.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay. Ridire, roll me a perception check. Nah, you're hyper-focused.
You darn right I am.
Ooh. I think we're gonna reach the house of Roland. And we will pick this up next week. Okay. Well, as we all process what happened, and I go to make a couple battle maps for what's about to occur. May you all have a good evening. Check out all our socials, do all that stuff. But most importantly, may you roll those nat 20s and avoid those critical fails, and have a good night.
Bye.